Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think the whole House will be left in no doubt of the genuine affection that Sir David's constituents held him just by watching the TV footage this weekend. And as a friend of his, I'm hugely comforted by the genuine affection that's been shown today and in response by honourable members. For me, David was a great friend as well as a great parliamentarian. Now, last week, Sir David led a delegation of the all-party group on a visit to Qatar, and he led that delegation with his characteristic good humour, dare I say, great fun, and inclusivity. And during the course of that visit, we had the benefit of an audience with His Highness the Emir. And as the meeting came to a close, David, with great flourish, referred to the need to present a gift. And with his characteristic self-deprecation, he said, "What could I give the man who has everything? Here is the inscribed copy of my book." and that was David. That was David. But I can say to you, for those of you who haven't yet read David's book, can I suggest you go out and get a copy, because the proceeds go to some of the charities that he championed. And could I also say that, in actual fact, if you read the book, it is the authentic voice of David, with his pen portraits, some of which are humorous, some of which are quite barbed. But it is actually a great insight into Parliament from somebody who, as we've heard today, spent much of his career, all of his career, on the backbenches. But he loved this place. He genuinely thought it was a privilege to be a Member of Parliament. He loved his work on the panel of chairs. He was proud of the legislation that he'd secured. End of term adjournment debates. They will never ever be the same again, will they? And he may yet have become Father of the House. But what I'd leave to the serious point here is that in the 38 years he served as a Member of Parliament, one of the things he lamented was the decline in respect for this institution and for the members within it. And the reason he lamented it was because he felt our constituents were the poorer for it. Because as that respect declined, and we just became inconveniences to be managed by public authorities rather than the genuine voice of challenge. And I think if we do anything to remember him, that is something he would wish us to collectively work to address, as that is what makes this place worthwhile. We must, in reflecting on his memory, not remember the way in which his life was taken, but remember how he lived. And his beaming face in 1992, when his victory marked a fourth election victory for the Conservatives, is of course iconic. But I should say to the House, his biggest pride was actually not that result, but the one in 1983, when he won Basildon for the first time. A victory which is against the odds as much as the one in 1992. And I would say that he held Basildon as a marginal seat for all that time because he was an amazing campaigner. He had time for everyone, as we've heard before. His megaphone was never too far away, and I have to say, we enjoyed some visits with David and his megaphone in Thurrock over the years, and always great fun. But as an East Ender, he instinctively represented the politics of South Essex. He would describe himself as a working class Conservative, and very much epitomised the kind of person who embraced the politics of Margaret Thatcher. And he would recount with great pride at the occasion when, after everyone had written his election prospects off in 1992, it was Margaret Thatcher who came on the eve of poll to support him, and he credited that with part of his victory. Our thoughts are obviously now with Sir David's family, and I just, on a final note, just say that the last time I went to David's house, he was proudly showing me his wedding video. And the reason he was doing so was not just to show me the Honourable Member for Derbyshire Dales and her dancing back in those days in 1983, and he was hugely proud that she got here too. But actually, the exact wedding that he had to Julia in 1983 with Westminster Cathedral and then a reception here was what he repeated for his daughter only a few weeks ago. And I hope the whole family received some comfort from the fact that we all loved him.
John Cryer.